Hi Tina, it's Ryan again. This is video E for exam 1 of upper extremity shoulder injuries exam. So the next video, which is this one, we'll be doing musculotendinous injuries. So the first test is going to be the drop arm test. So I'm going to have Bradley here stand up, and I'm going to ask him to supinate his arms and his wrist in a standing position. And I'm going to have him externally rotate his arm, and then he's going to raise his arm above his head, like so, which is abduction, and then lowering it, which is adduction. And if past 90 degrees, it's a positive test. If past 90 degrees, the arm is uncontrollably falls. Does that make sense? Yeah, it does. So if that's positive, and that's indicative of a rotator cuff lesion, especially the supraspinatus. And then if the arm does not fall uncontrollably, then you can add a different test, which is called the distinctive drop test. And that's going to be where the arm is going to be our humerus is going to be at 90 degrees. I'm going to apply a light pressure to the distal end, and if the arm drops to the side, then that could also be a positive test, and that could also mean a rotator cuff injury, which specifically the supraspinatus. Next two are kind of like go hand in hand with each other. They're both subscaps injuries. So the modified belly test, press test, I'm going to ask him to place both his hands on his abdomen flat, and I'm going to ask him to press his elbows forward as far as he can. I'm going to notice bilaterally, and I'm also going to check wrist position to make sure the wrists are straight. And if there's a difference between 10 degrees, then that is going to be a positive test, and that could be a subscapularis injury. And then the belly off test, I'm going to have him seated down for this. Oh, for the modified belly test, he can also be seated for that. I'm going to have him sit down. I'm going to grab hold of his elbow right here. I'm going to provide a pressure into the abdomen, and then if I release and his hand comes off of his abdomen, then that's a positive test, and that could be also indicative of a subscapularis injury.